Hi, this is James Gordon of our Total Library here for book review. Today's book I'll be discussing today, Bugs by Theodore Roszak. This is published by Doubleday, 1981. I discovered this book when I was at Valley Village, and after reading the synopsis about computer bugs attacking people through their computer screens, I thought, ooh, this sounds really interesting. So after reading, I can say that this book was a real disappointment. It did not deliver what it promised, and this book was really boring. I'm not gonna lie. When the story starts, it's like, okay, things are getting interesting, but it gets boring. It doesn't offer anything else. It doesn't deliver anything more to the reader. It becomes like a real chore just getting through this thing just to reach the end, which I was so glad to reach the ending. It was just so boring. I felt that this novel had a lot of interesting ideas and concepts that could have played out into a better book, but the author doesn't take a full advantage of that. I'll explain in my later on in my review. And overall, this book sucked. So, and the thing that sucks too is there's a much better cover than this one. I remember my friend Leon showed this book in one of his book hauls, which had I think it was a woman using a computer, and they had like this kind of digital spider coming out of the screen. I thought, ooh, that looks cool. Then I found an even better cover, which has a skull with like red glowing eyes, and it's got like spider legs walking across the circuit board. I thought that looked really cool, but for those two editions to have a really cool cover, this novel sucks. It's just terrible. So glad to be done with this book and move on to more interesting stuff. Alright, enough. On to the review, and spoiler alert, as I will be giving away crucial details within the story. Plot. Dr. Heller, a computer programmer and scientist, is hosting the latest breakthrough in technology, the brain, the world's most powerful network system ever built. Running this network is the most advanced computer, which Dr. Heller was part of the team to build it from the ground up, and it's the pride and joy of Washington, D.C. Believing that this is only the beginning with the brain, Dr. Heller dreams it will do more in the future. While hosting a special presentation with a group of young students who are being shown what the brain can do, such as create a turtle moving across the screens, even though Heller's assistant, Kaylee, jokes that the pixel creature really looks like a vacuum cleaner, while Heller discussed other computer topics to the kids about blips and tips, Kaylee bursts out tits, which annoys him. However, one of the children, a young girl named Daphne, claims she can see bugs, but none of the other kids believe her and tease Daphne, causing her to run in fear. While the presentation went well, Heller asks Kaylee to take things more seriously while she flirts with him. Suddenly, people working around the brain along with other computers are getting rashes and get worse. Then people begin getting attacked by flea-sized white bugs. At first, it's just a few nasty bites, but then the bugs get aggressive after attacking security guards, and a technician are killed by these white bugs after eating through their faces and bodies. This event causes widespread panic, with people fearing computers as other reports of these mysterious white bugs begin showing up in other parts of the world. Heller goes looking for Daphne, the girl who saw them. He learns her mother, Jane, is divorced, who doesn't like men and is part of a cult known as Earthright, who believes technology is sinning against Mother Nature, with its members taking part in black magic rituals. They also know of Daphne's powers, but since they are against killing people, they burn a drawing of the bug which days before Daphne drew it. They believe by doing this it will stop any more attacks on innocent people, but more reports of rashes and attacks keep happening, with Heller questioning if Earthright is really behind these attacks or is something else causing it. With the president taking desperate action, Heller is trying to find a solution to solve the problem. Members of the Defense Department, along with a priest, take an interest in Daphne and her powers after learning the bugs cannot be destroyed by anything, and Daphne seems to have full control of them. They get Heller to trick Jane and her daughter to meet with them, which she quickly finds out it's a setup. Then a journalist, Sperling, has barely escaped a base where they are holding Daphne, trying to gain control of her power and the white bugs. He tells Heller what's really going on, as the two men running the show will do everything in their power to keep this project silent from the public and will use lethal force if necessary. They have also kidnapped members of Earthright, trying to unlock their secrets. Realizing he's been used, Heller agrees to work with Sperling to help get Jane and her daughter out, while Sperling wants to publish his finds at the base. Heller is able to threaten his way into the base, stating if he doesn't call Sperling back within the hour, he'll have every reporter showing up at the base demanding answers. Heller learns from Gable has managed to get Daphne to create her bugs without the use of a computer, and plans to transfer her powers to Father Guinness and use these bugs as a weapon against anyone they see as a threat. In concept, this sounds like a really interesting idea. Computer bugs attacking people through their screens and able to go through different pieces of technology. However, Bugs misses the mark along with so many opportunities the author could have done with it, but doesn't take full advantage of it. Like the same issue I had with Brad Masterton's The Hell Candidate, Theodore Roszak just kicks back and lazily writes a horror novel without putting any effort into it. He touches little on black magic, cults, and other stuff that could have played out a better role within the novel, and not a single character interests me. Everyone was so boring, basic, and flat, it doesn't offer me anything interesting to like about them. Also, Theodore doesn't explain if Daphne really was in control of these bugs or not, and the reason why they were attacking people. And the ending was so dumb that as people are burying all computers inside a concrete dome, believing it will doom the human race after the bugs are gone, which the root of the problem has already been taken care of. Overall, I don't recommend reading Bugs, as it's a very slow, boring, and unexciting horror novel that doesn't offer you any twists or turns nor deliver anything good to you. I'm sure you can find better horror novels that focus on computers. Alright, that is it for the review today. I hope you enjoyed it, and please stay away from Bugs. It's a terrible book. I'm sure you can find something better than it. I will begin reading David Morrell's First Blood and Phil Gooddick's Do Androids Dream Electric Sheep, as I'm almost done the Starpunk trilogy, and I posted on my October library on the Facebook group that I'm now going to only do one series at a time, as having two series is just a little bit too much to handle. However, I picked another horror book that I'm hoping that this one will be a lot better than Bugs. I'll show it. Sean Hudson's Assassins. I'll be reading this next to make up for after the two bad horror books I read, Bugs and Sandtrap. Ugh, those were terrible. But I'm hoping Assassin will be a lot better, and I already know that the First Blood and Do Androids Dream Electric Sheep will be excellent reads, as I read those already. But anyway, if you like this video, please like it, share it, and subscribe. And don't forget to subscribe to the October Library and the Facebook group and YouTube channel as well, a place you can post, share, and review fiction. Until then, I'll catch you later.